Alaska means business, an in-depth look at the challenges and opportunities faced by Alaska's business leaders. Most recent Alaska business person to be nominated is Robert Kilby and owners of 907 Alehouse.
My name is Robert Kilby, and this is 907 Alehouse. We've been open for 6.5 years. Well, we are a sports bar. We have 4 owners here. All of us have been in the business for well over 20 years. I was a GM of a restaurant. My other partner was a GM of a restaurant. We all got together and got into a business for ourselves. It was an opportunity. I worked for corporate restaurants for like 20 years, and my partner worked for the same company for about 20 years. This was a standing restaurant that was an opportunity, and we decided to take the chance, put everything on the line, and put it out there and try to do it ourselves. We figured we had the experience. People in Alaska are great, and they love their local stuff. Obviously, you have to do it right. You don't have millions of people, so you have to really take care of people, or they won't come to your business. Like I said, I worked for corporate restaurants forever, and I worked for very busy corporate restaurants, and you don't really get to know people. You don't have those relationships, and then you open your own business, and then all of a sudden you've got a guy for everything. You meet everybody, and they want to do it for you, so you know them on a first name basis. It's not just calling a plumbing company; it's calling John. So it's really cool to do that, and then taking advantage of the things that we can do to help the community. We do a lot of work for Katie's Handprint, which is a Alaska charity that supports families affected by childhood cancer. And I mean, we could just take a busy day and we could do some event for them or let them sell raffle tickets and raise a couple $1,000s just on a day where we were just gonna do business. So, I mean, we're not doing anything different, but we're helping. If there's a big sporting event or we can have a band, we're gonna do the sporting event. But if there's not a huge sporting event going on, we can do live music, we do trivia, we do whatever. Like I said, we're local, so if we have an opportunity, if it's a choice between a local beer versus a national beer, we're gonna take the local every time, and we try to do that with everything. So if it's about halibut, if it's about menu items, we're gonna go local when we can. This location was here. We didn't build the building. Fortunately, we know the guy who built the building, and he's regular, and he can help us all the time. But it was open, and we loved it. I mean, it's just a beautiful restaurant. It looked like a great opportunity. We just kept pounding away and working it out so that we could move in here and start 907 Alehouse. We knew the name 2 years before the business. We've been open for 6.5 years. So starting the business, luckily I've been in that process. I used to bounce around opening restaurants places, so I knew the process. I've done it from support staff to general manager, and like I said, we have 3 other owners that are all incredibly talented people and all have different skill sets. The challenge was doing it on the lowest budget possible. We didn't have deep pockets. We didn't have a lot of money. We had to get it done, and we had to get it done fast. So normally, you're looking at a 6-month process to open a restaurant. We're doing it in like 6 weeks. So, and that's hard. It's hard to do it from a legal standpoint with the municipality and hiring enough people. I didn't think it would be that hard to hire enough people. It was extremely challenging to get enough people to run a restaurant of this size. And COVID was scary. The day COVID shut us down for takeout only on St. Patrick's Day. The day before St. Patrick's Day, then the 16th, we were just completely packed. There was so much energy in this place. Everybody was happy. Everybody was exciting. We all did a huge cheers before we shut down. And then the next day I came in the morning to open up to do just takeout only. And all the chairs are up, and it's dead silence in here, and it's just like, it sucked the life out of this place. And it was very scary. But we fought. When things like that happen, it's an opportunity. So some restaurants just rolled over and didn't fight, and we did everything we could, whether they allowed outdoor seating, or takeout or whatever it was. I was doing deliveries myself, and people loved us for it, and it gained us a lot of loyalty because they knew we were fighting and they wanted to help. Well, when they were doing outdoor seating only, it's Alaska, so it got cold. And when they did, we put up some tents on the outside. There's a lot of restaurants that were doing the big igloo things, and we had regular guests that were helping us, and they'd bring us heaters so we could heat outdoors, so we could have some seating out there, and they could still come in and enjoy a beer after work, or they just wanted things to feel normal, and that was a hard time to feel normal. There was a lot of people that didn't leave their houses at all, but we were a place where there was still an opportunity to come in, have a beer, get a snack, before you went home. And that's what our people want. They just want to come in and, feel normal. We have the most loyal customers. I love these people. I know them by name. There's not a time that goes by that I don't know 20 people by their first name, and they're great. We do golf tournaments with them. We do, we hang out. We have their phone numbers in our phone. They would do anything for us, and we do anything for them. So the setting up the patio in the winter during COVID was great memories and hard memories. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot. Our bartenders were doing 30,000 steps a day to, just doing it, and we're doing it with basically bare minimal staff. You come in here on a Friday night, we got an army of people. During that time, we had a handful of people working. We'd have like one cook on the line, and it'd be me, or or sometimes we'd have two, and then at the end we have to wash all the dishes. So it was looking back, I would say it was a great experience, but I don't want to ever do it again. We're always looking for what's next. As far as 907, this place, we're going to just try to make it the best we can do. And we do that all the time. We look at the menu, and we'll look at something like nachos, and it'll be like, our nachos are good. We sell a ton of them, but how can we make them a little bit better? And we do that with every single menu item. And then twice a year, we're changing the menu, and it's like, what are the top sellers? What aren't the most popular? And the most popular either goes away or we improve it. And we're always looking to improve everything that we do. Wings. No. Wings are really popular. We do a Wings Day every Wednesday where we sell wings for $1.25 a piece. We have like 8 different flavors. You can get as many as you want for different flavors. Tacos are extremely popular. We do Steak Street tacos for $2 a piece on every Tuesday. We sell a ton of burgers. We do some seafood. We have halibut and chips. We do ahi avocado stacks. We do ahi tacos. Wings and tacos and burgers would be 1, 2, 3. Take a chance and be married to it. It's when you open up a business, you're basically handcuffed to it. You need to work 6, 7 days a week. Don't plan on it being a 40-hour work week. You've got to go in and you got to grind a lot. It'll get easier, but at the beginning, expect it to be hard, and it'll be worth it. I think when we opened up, after we hired a bunch of people, and then we ended up probably around 35 people. Now we're a little over 50. We stay busy pretty much every day. During football season is our peak. The good thing about us is, like I said, we're all about the locals. So up in Alaska, it's tourist season in the summer, and downtown restaurants and a lot of tourist places, they're packed during the summer. And then in the winter, they die down, and that's a difficult business to run. It's when you fluctuate like that. We don't fluctuate like that. We're busier in the winter than we are in the summer. So because our locals, they're going fishing, so we got our guys that come in here, all the time. They're out camping and fishing and at their cabins. So no, I've lived up here twice, but I was working, like I said, I was working for corporate restaurants, and they had a restaurant up here and they needed a general manager. So they asked me to move, and I'd already lived here, and I said, heck, I'll do it again. And I came up here, and I did that for quite a while and until the next opportunity came and thought it was time to do something on my own. No regrets on that. Turnover in the restaurant industry is ridiculous, and we still have a handful of people that have been here since day one. They know everything. They're so fantastic at their job. It's funny. It's like they'll ask, like, newer people will come up to me and ask me, like, how to do things on the computer. I'm like, you're asking the wrong person. Go to, one of the servers, because they do it 10 times a day. I do it once every 3 months. That's not. Leo, the bartender back there, he's been here since day one. One of our servers, Reese, she's been here since day one. We got Sam, and they all do serving, bartending, and managing. They make our lives a lot easier. At the beginning, there was no days off for us, and now, we can do things as an owner group. We could go on business trips, and and we have people that we can depend on to protect the business while we're out of the building. At the beginning, there was no out of the building, but still to this day, I mean, there's almost an owner in this building every single time somebody comes in here. When people have a complaint, I'm like, just ask for somebody. We're here.